Do you want a new D&D 5e campaign setting? Well, you're going to get one later this year. Welcome back to Fits the Game, your source for news, reviews, and how-tos for Dungeons & Dragons. If those things sound good to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. This past weekend, Wizards of the Coast held their yearly D&D live stream, The Descent, where they announced all the new products coming in the fall of this year. There were many products announced, a lot of good things, but at the end of it, the last day, Nathan Stewart and Kate Walsh came out on stage after a concert and spoiled another product that's coming that wasn't officially announced at this event. Later this year, we'll be getting an official hardcover release of the Eberron campaign setting for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Whoa, I know what you're thinking. Didn't they already release Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron back in July of 2018? Yes, they did, but that up until this point is still considered playtest material. So whenever this book gets launched, they're going to release all of that same playtest material, probably with some tweaks. Also, there's going to be some new additions made to the book. This was just a spoil by Nathan Stewart. Nothing has officially been announced at this event, so any additions aren't actually released yet. But it's pretty safe to assume that the Artificer class that they've been working on for the last few years should make its way into this book, and thus making its way to official D&D 5e gameplay. For those of you who may not know what Eberron is, it's a campaign setting that was released in 2002 for Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. The setting was created by Keith Baker and is an infusion between science and magic, like a steampunk kind of feel. Keith Baker has actually returned as the lead designer on this book, or at least he was on the Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron. I would assume since he was with that and he was the creator of the original campaign setting, that he is also going to be credited as lead designer on this new official hardcover book as well. Aside from the new class material like the Artificer, Eberron also has its own unique races that should be included in this book as well. Like the Kalishtar, human bodies that have merged with spirits from the region of dreams, and changelings, and sentient golems known as Warforged. Eberron will also introduce players to dragon marks. These are marks passed down through generations within a family. Dragon marks work similar to feats, but what they do is they kind of enhance characters with magical capabilities. With that steampunk feel, the world of Eberron is actually a lot more advanced than Faerun, which has been the setting for most of the official D&D 5e campaign stuff that's been released so far. Eberron comes with magical trains called lightning rails and elemental airships that fly through the sky. So it's actually a lot more advanced and a lot more kind of, like I said, steampunky. If you're familiar with the Eberron setting and you have any thoughts of any additional stuff that might be added to this book, feel free to leave a comment below. There's a lot of stuff that seems that hardcore fans really enjoy about Eberron, and it seems with Keith Baker being there at the helm as the lead designer, I'm sure a lot of that fan favorite stuff will come back. I'm not so familiar with Eberron myself, other than just reading through a few articles and reading through a few old campaign books. If you liked the video you saw today, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever Fits the Game's videos go live, please hit the bell notification. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.